A new day has dawned. Let's see what happened today. Got a bunch more retrofits done. Yeah, the Amandos repair ship does not like being refitted that way. Oh, I'm gonna need to make an intermediate design then. Okay. Let's check if anything needs to be launched to orbit. Let's do that real quick before we go through the more interesting, different tabs of the news tab. Is this just a APB drone? Okay, I don't think I need to take care of anything that just got built. Oh, here, these two fighters. Good. Launch them. Oh, look at this. He moved the drone. He's keeping an eye on this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The Kantarans sent something through here, I believe. Combat tab. Yes, the Kantarans sent a frigate through into this 66 drone fleet with one of the data access now being here as well. First time the Diodex has been seen by the enemy, I believe. Only a couple of the drones actually around the warp point, the rest are some weird fleet position way far away, because that's how fleets in Space and Pass 5 work. Okay, was what a Sanic? Yeah, Sanic. One of the Scouty ones. Anything else happened interesting last turn? Combat between Twilight and a Gurak small drone. He destroyed in Speaker a small Gurak wolf pack with his battleships. This turn he said he had eliminated the spaceport in that system up there, so he's making progress on that front, that's fine. And that's basically it. There's not a lot of combat happening for what you might expect, this big two block split quadrant. There is an unpleasantness event. The Romulans are happy. And police troops are cute anyway. Okay. Politics and intel, that's the more interesting thing. 20k minerals and rads. The rads we don't actually have to spare to the Twilight. 2k minerals to the Slurpees, and then minus 11,000 rads to the Slurpees. That's... Did I even send them rads? Apparently I did. Anyway, at least I got some minerals, and we decided that we were going to make us share more resources through tariff. We are going to up the tariff to the Slurpees to the 15%. To accept this. Change anything else? I don't think so. What particularly matters is the migration being one way, but that's still changed. Okay, and otherwise it's just the gifts. I'm going to see if the gifts that are counted so accurately last turn are going to be still causing him anti-matter gifts or not. In the meantime, I think we're going to need to fix our rads income. Oh yeah, we only have minus 5k at the start of this turn, so if we queue up more stuff during this turn, it's going to go even lower. And next time we're going to lose more rads to tariffs as well. We're going to need to queue up some extra rads. Okay. Politics and intel, anything else happened? Okay. No, we did not get an intel event this turn. Research, Diplomacy 1, Education 4, Industry 3, Resupply 5. Well, Education 4 is going to be immediately felt. Diplomacy means we now have an extra point to trade. With him it's not coming into effect since we're going up to maximum anyway. And an extra point to trade, well, would be what? How much? We have 258 minerals, so 95. Divided by 100 for 1%, divided by 5 for 0.2%, that's... Well, 0.2% trade is essentially just 517 minerals per trade partner. You know, a single mine at our level does, I believe, like 700 minerals, and it's then affected by the plant percentage and other income boosts. So you can probably say like 800. I think that might not be worth it. Especially for being an expensive tech that costs 3k per level, expensive cultural tech. This unknown costs 1k. Yeah. I don't think it's worth putting that much RP into what's essentially single extra mines. I mean, if you're in a big game with lots of AIs and you have like 7 trade partners, that's more, but since the trade got nerfed so much, it used to be 30% max in vanilla, then it was 10% in recent versions, and now it's 6%. I don't think having that high of a cost is justified anymore for diplomacy. Okay, what else do we want to do? I want to get that level of unit weapon mounts, probably a couple more actually, so we get bigger mounts unlocked. Just going to work on this for a while. Resupply 5 got finished. It would be over half of our income to get another level of education. We want to get some 34% into scanners to get those up. And we have 11% left to put into this centralized computer systems. And this is really what I want to get those central computer complexes. Put these on every research planet worth its salt. Education is what, 2% extra research per level? I can look it up. Own Empire report, achievement, research point increased by 8%. Yeah, and we have level 4. So 2% per level should be much better. If you go 29,003 divided by 50, that's 580 extra RP per level. Whereas a research center only makes like 75. So it's 80 with various boni. No. Yeah, and it's more like 7 research centers extra per turn. And 7 of these level 6 research centers too. That's much more worth it. The alternative is just dumping it all into centralized computer systems. I do want to max this probably before I'm going to build these. These are going to be relatively expensive buildings. Yeah, let's work on that first. I'm going to get the scanners as well, and then I'm going to focus on the centralized computer systems. And that's going to be it. Okay. Was there anything else in our log we needed to take care of? I don't think having these extra resupply tags is going to warrant us going for a big upgrade wave on our ships. The only thing we really want to upgrade is the dedicated supply ships. The Sponsianos, that sponsors all our expeditions. Supply pods are level 2. Are they already level 2? And the Thrax. Upgrade queues. Didn't have any of those queued anywhere that haven't been started yet. Okay. I think we have a couple of these components, especially small ordnance storage in a bunch of ships. But it's going to make a tiny difference. 380 ordnance on an overhaul versus 390. It's 2 extra missiles. It's 1 extra volley. It's not gonna make a world of difference. Oh, look at this. Try and send something through this warp point as well. It's good that they're active. It's good that they're probing now. There's that Minesweeper joined his fleet. He is trying to attack. He's probing the warp point. He's put a Minesweeper in here. I don't even have anything in here. How many mines can the sweep? He knows that we have a minefield here. He ran into that with the Sanic once. Could he sweep that? Not sure if he saw how many that were, how many mines that were. Check your sensor level 1, yeah, should let you see all mines. 3, 4, 5, 7, plus 9 for 16 minesweepers, level 6. So 96 mines. It's honestly not that much. And no, it's about half of what he needs to sweep the minefield I have over there. I just put my fleet through here. I don't want it to get seen. If he's going to die at that warp point anyway, maybe I should wait for him there. I could just retreat this fleet behind the warp point, wait for 2 turns until he enters that warp point, comes into our place, dies to the minefield. Honestly, his battleships are probably going to absorb the remaining mines that are here. The 90 mines or whatever are going to be left. Not getting fully destroyed, but then my fleet can certainly take care of him. Then I won't need to jump my 20 warships into his 15 warships. I believe we've already observed that his battleships are probably going to be better tonnage for tonnage against mine. Actually, let's sim this. I've upgraded my designs a lot since I made those initial assessments. It's got a couple older Gomez designs, but it's a lot of Gomez 5s. And some Knight 2s. Whereas my fleet, as it is, I can add these additional ships here. Generics go into the main fleet. Brienne, you are also for supporting the main fleet. Oh. The Amandas goes into the support fleet. There's 2. Oh yeah, that needs to get repaired. Needs to get refit. Should have had it refit when it ended its turn there. Oh well. There's a bunch of support drones. I'm not gonna sim these just for simplicity. 1, 2 the Deridex. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12 the Deridex, usually of this level, the Deridex 7, 8 design. Some 11 and 12. And like 3 generics and Ariane. Alright. With the Deridex, so add another 7 of these. And that's it. I'm not gonna sim all the drones I have. Actually, let me add some just for cromulence. There's the piles. I just want 20 piles 4s. 15, it's fine. Already added, I can add some Novahawks as well. And now Empire 2. They are listed above my designs here. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They are going to be organized in fleets. I'm going to sim them without organizing them in fleets for now. Why am I? Just set this to a fleet. At all. I get a Deridex, the task force leader. Remove the drone groups. All the Nova Hawks are simulated in Empire 2. And I added this guy to Empire 3. Stimager fleet at all. No idea what kind of Mega 10 ship, his task force leader. No idea what kind of formations and strategies they would be using. Let's give him something good as well. Let's give him, yeah, I don't know, Pincer M instead of Wall L, so that they're more compact. I'm gonna do the same thing with us. Formation is gonna be Flying VM. Let's run time. It's shooting, I'm expecting them to get mostly absorbed. These fancy weapons. Is that the superluminal darts showing? They just have that kind of visual effect. Okay, some of these drones are getting into range of the guns they have now. Now we're shooting our first APBs against the first battleship in range, and it dies pretty quick. Look at this Gomez 5. The guns he has have 120 range. Should be the same as what I have. The first time we are exchanging fire with one of his ships here. Yeah, my guns have 120 range as well. Yeah, a lot of his ships focusing fire on the first of mine there. Dying. Yeah, these Direct 7 don't have all that much HP yet. This one got mostly disabled on one side. See, all the life support systems here got destroyed, the engines tanked a lot, and most of the guns are still operational. So it can still shoot, very nice. So some individual plasma missiles coming, but they're not doing all that much against the point defense. One of the derelicts is dying over there. Let's turn our speed up a little bit again. Side of a fleet has gotten destroyed, but the core fleet is getting punched into quite nicely. With the generics eating shit there. Turn it to true speed. And it's looking pretty well for my side, I would say. It certainly is quite a slugfest, though. Because it's finishing off that damage ship over there. Okay. Yeah, there isn't a ton of the derelicts left, but still quite a few. This is quite a bloody slugfest as expected, but it appears that we are going to be the winner of it. And I think I'm going to have a much easier time replacing some 20 derelicts than he is going to have replacing 20 or 15 Gomez. All the missiles chasing him. Was my Derelix is going to be able to catch this? No, it looks like my fleet leader is this one that's damaged. So it's going to be able to escape as long as the drones can't kill it. Which it does not appear to. That's what? 4, 6, 7, 8 drones? 9 drones? Able to keep off 9 drones with his 5 superluminal darts. And all his shield regen too. So even if something went through, it wouldn't do any lasting damage. He's getting to range occasionally. Okay. So I'm confident in taking that fight, but we don't need to. I have what, 2 Firmers in the system and a couple more Luminaires. And a Cloaky Scout. There's a Sanic 2. Can a Firmus 2 take a Sanic 2? Oh, these have 12 movement speed. My Firmus only have 11. Let's be seen whether I can actually take that. Or if he moves before me. I'm going to set you on attack seek, and I'm going to set you on attack seek, and see what we get. Are there any hiding spots in the system? I don't think there were any of relevance. Yeah, there's a hiding spot there that causes damage. I would just go to the side a couple times. Go back to where you're at now. If you do end up at this jump point and they jump through, you will just die. I'm going to send one of these drones through so he sees that I'm doing stuff with it. And over there, and can keep an eye on this. Really can't really see anything else being built here. There's a space yard, probably building big ships there. If I were to guess. I still have a ship in this system. One of the Riens, not the cloaky ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. Well, you should be able to do one more move, right? Oh, there. So we have that shit available to come into this system and take out any stragglers or support ships that try to catch up with his fleet. I'm going to bank on it that he engages, runs into this minefield, and then I'm just going to go and absorb that. Try to take out the remainder of his fleet there. Actually, the only thing you really need is a war border. Okay. What's with the secondary fleet here? All of a sudden you have a little more time to prepare yourself. These guys are loaded up with troops again, but they're not fully loaded up, because they now have more cargo space than before. See, this one is entirely free. This one is not fully loaded at all. So we need another 128, and you need another 1008. 1136 troops. We should build you that real quick. I gave orders to all the space yards. Only space yard that has some capacity left is this one. How big are our biggest troops now? 20 kilojoules, so 56 troops. How about you build 16? Plan to build 40. The planet builds 30 and you build 26 in orbit. Oh, the planet builds 36 and you build 20 in orbit. Okay. I'm going to join these that are fully loaded up into their respective fleet positions. And the latter two can just remain in orbit here. And they're going to be told to pick up troops for the planet. Yes, you can build troops on a space dock like this. Which one was it? Like this. Even if they do not have any cargo space themselves, it'll just put the troops into the cargo of the planet that is in the same system. Actually, it will put them into anything that has cargo in the same system, but I believe it's going to choose the first thing in whatever list it has internally, which is probably going to be the planet since it's the oldest object here. I think if you only have troop ships in the same sector as yard ships or stations, it'll immediately put them into your cargo ships, in this case the troop ships. Okay. Here, building some colonizers that are going to finish this turn. The other guys are building bigger warships. So we have a couple yards we need to give orders to up here, okay. Just the first 3. Okay, now I have a couple more turns to go and reinforce that fleet. I'm going to take this opportunity and queue a Licinius here. It's one of the small support ships more. I don't think there's anything else particularly. Not a Licinius, I want a Sponsianus. I don't think there's anything else I particularly need to support the fleet right now. I could build like small warships more and hope that in 2 or 3 turns they will be able to join the fleet. Or I could just go build big battleships. I think that's what I want to do. Some of these scouty drones should stay where they are. How about you just move towards the edge of the system? Oh yeah, and the cloaked ship in here can also remain here. Just go there a little bit out of the direct route in the system. Not that running into you should matter. Here another Gomez 5 coming to what? It's heading upwards. Check the movement log. Oh yeah. Came into his fleet. He had this Gomez that he had in the system run into this planet and get destroyed by the weapon platforms, it looks like. And whatever this one is doing, I guess he's going to engage this planet with that. Which sounds like a bad idea. He's just building space yards over here. He's still keeping his fleets in place, just staring them down. He here being mostly crippled by resources. These couple of warships, I'm probably not going to be able to take them down. But letting the E build up is, I believe, the wrong thing to do. So move yourself a tile to the side. Anything on the planet? Yeah, a bunch of weapon platforms. And some mines that are surely in orbit. Okay. In order to stay where it's at for this multi-invasion fleet, any of the shipyards here require orders. I think they didn't. Can add these extra ships to the fleet itself. You are Sponsianos. And while we're here, we can go and upgrade you. I'm going to keep that close an eye on what I have for remainder for money. I mean, look at this. We have only 54k in storage here. The resources I'm sending out are going to be worth 38k, which means I can spend at most 15k on refits. I guess let's go take count of how much we can give away. Was a little less than 900 minerals. The planet itself is building stuff. The planet itself here is building stuff as well. I believe all the other shipyards here have orders as well. Yeah. Going to need these rats done, so it's good that you are going to start these. It's also a refining colony with just one rats extractor. Another re-en finished. Go there, join the fleet. What is also Rats World? Alright. Who else wants orders here? The David Axis. Yeah, you can go join that fleet. You can also go join that fleet. Only half full on supply. The one resupply depot in the system is only going to send out, what is it, less than 3k supplies. So if you could load up some supplies from this world first, that would be great. But it's out! Because it only generates some 20k watt. Well, the Nova Hawks can also go join the fleet. The Eagle can remain here. Eagle 5 is the most modern one with the Tachyon, yeah. I guess next time we're gonna have a new design for the extra range, long range scanners. I'm intentionally keeping my ships 5 tiles away from enemies now, so I can still see them at the edge of my sensor range, but I won't be having those into scanner range, unfortunately. Okay, so you made it into this system. There's no colonies here, and there's no minefield on that wall point. We'll try and sneak you down south here, which I'm pretty sure I do want. We'll see if there's a minefield on that place. Go there. He might well have improved tachyon sensors out there too. Or was it over here somewhere where my cloaked scout got seen? Yep, 20 biggest battleships. Those must be the ones that destroyed the spaceport and Speaker. Does this build up a place for him? Well, it's a lot of weapon platforms, a bunch of facilities, a bunch of stuff in orbit here. I mean, 4 destroyers, that's not exactly a big fleet. Yeah, also build up. This looks to be an important-ish system for him. There's these satellites here. If there's multiple satellites, there's surely going to be combat sats, right? Wonder why he's choosing sats to defend his planet and not weapon platforms. Alright. Who else wants orders? Oh yes, we launched all these drone groups. They're going to want orders. Go to Pelagia. Go to Pelagia. Go to Pelagia. To Pelagia to go. Pelagia go to. Calliope to go. Pel to go Lagia. Killer appear to go. Appear to go. Pelagier to go to. Also with the stations here, you need a little bit more repair and a little bit more refit. Look, operation 1 was how much did that cost? Just the station. 945. And you are done. You refit and you cannot refit easily. Let's make you an intermediate refit design. You are the Amandos 1. No, let's go to our obsolete ships. You are this. How about we just pretty much take this design and add in all the extra, or add in all the upgraded repair bays. This design has 5 repair bays, arranged like this. It also has the upgraded life support and everything. So we can yank out these 2. Put an extra repair bay and put an extra solar collectors. Remove them. You do actually have space for a 6th one? Really? I don't know, put in a 6th one. I don't have space for a 6th one. I believe it's because I took down one of the engines, right? No. Anything else on the other layers here? I can fit 6 repair bays into this. Oh yeah, it is missing an engine in this slot here, okay. Alright, upgraded. What are the slots that its solar collectors go into? 3 above and 4 below. Okay. I'm not sure if having the slots matters. Having the slots correct matters. Okay. I didn't hit upgrades, so I need to replace these manually real quick. There you go. Oh, and I didn't upgrade, so it didn't actually take the bigger design. Damn. Do this over once more. Repair ship, Amandos, upgradulate. Replace these 2, now we have the bigger hull. Put those in. Yeah, and I'm going to not change the engines. So I'm just going to leave this at not full because all the engines will get replaced in the next upgrade step anyway. Design is minus what? 1-1 or something. That'll be fine. Good. Okay, this Malfoy has no reason to stay here. This one has a reason to stay there, so you go refit yourself over at that place. 3328. Cost me a bunch of my remaining rats too. And you find another asteroid belt to do your trade in. 1, 2, 3 bells. And that's all I can see for this system. Good. This one is going to be minerals. This one is going to be minerals. This one can also be minerals. Or it can be rads. Since I need rads right now, let's just build a rad station over there. It's going to be like 10 turns until it's done, but still. Your E-bill is already ticked down. You're going to be there in 2 turns. Okay. Do your drone groups need orders? No, they don't. I already gave those. The planet here is busy for the coming time. Give orders to these guys. I'm building a warship and then upgrading all your upgrade centers. I mean, you could call them upgrade centers. They research upgrades, right? That and entirely new things. Mining and farming colony also upgrading a lot of these centers. Move the secret police to the bottom, please. You also upgrading all your facilities. Very nice. Yeah, if I were to go and give all these planets orders to build stuff, I would not be able to afford everything rads-wise right now. We're probably going to run into a little bit of construction problems because of the rats this turn, but I'm going to go and queue up some more rats facilities to be built immediately in whatever planets I can respec into rats. I'm going to go through the list in a moment and look at which ones have the highest rats values and what are the next best ones to respec themselves to rats. The Licinius here is meant to carry weapon platforms towards the front in case I want to reinforce any planet. You go stay there. Are there any weapon platforms around I can carry off from my likely very secure core systems in my home system? I mean, I say that and then they're gonna have a Gomez 5 just transport itself here through a warp point or something. Through an event. Or they're gonna open warp points, maybe. Who knows what Quok's researching over there in the E Empire? He does have a decent pace, does he? Yeah, 13k RP on his main empire and 7.5k on the Gurak. It's not bad. Drone group 121. We launched a lot of drone groups this game, have we? You upgrade those as well. I think there's an immediate need to upgrade those. There are upgrades on the other homeworld we have as well? No. In fact, I believe I deleted the last refiner here a while ago. What's with the stations? You need an order. On a couple more ads. Oh, the other one's busy. You want to refit yourself elsewhere? If you did not manage to do that this turn. All these plans are just busy building themselves up. Okay. What do I have here? There's still a refit party going on in this place. You still need to have your engines repaired. You are the Derex 14. We could make it the Derex 15 design. It has the extra ordnance storage. That extra 2 missiles or 5 bomblets. I'm not going to go obsessively upgrade every Derex to 14 to 15 for an extra 10 ordnance though. Okay, but you're not going to need to stay here by necessity. There's another Amandus here we can refit at the same time. 1,000 rats that we probably can't afford. 3328. In Overhawk, we just built up by the idle construction ship over there. Let's go to Pelagia. Relic stays, the drilling operation is in operation. And I guess you need to stay for a turn then. Allow the Amandus to refit itself. Can you go elsewhere? You can stay where you're at. And refit this. Drilling operation 2205, more minerals please. What was my budget? 15k. And then there's this asteroid belt. This is also going to be a mining station. I guess you're going to need to stay here. I guess we can repair that, the derelicts later. You go and refit yourself there, because with the movement of the Malfa door going on, which has different speed, I can't be sure exactly where they are during the turn. So you go there, refit yourself, and go into that place. You're going to need to be somewhere else where there's repair, because you're going to replace your life support and crew quarters and all your repair base actually, so yeah, okay. You can also go towards the front. You could also go and refit yourself here on the way, but I think we're just about done with the refits. Okay, these guys all just need to have themselves repaired. You could probably use an order to stay where you're at. Just need to have a repair shop show up here, really. Or a repair station in a couple turns, that's fine too. This is a military installation still. Should probably call this a refining colony by now. Just like this one. Right, there's a refining colony with 102% to refine, okay. Yeah, mining, of course, with 139 minerals. Can't increase the Rads income from this place easily though, okay. You are another 352 happening this turn. And both of you can go towards the home world. And you can refit there. You can repair yourself there more quickly. Last step, spreading last space dock, okay. No, second to last. Next time we're gonna have 6 space docks here, okay. Okay. What else do we have? More drone groups. But all wanted to go down to Pelagia. We just missed that one, alright. All the sinews that we upgrade you later last turn. You can stay there and repair yourself. And to carry boomies into battle, and they're getting built here slowly. The Derelict X, yeah, just go towards the front line down here in Pelagia. You just stay where you're at. You just stay where you're at. Have these guys repair themselves. You can go towards the warp point, the waypoint. You're out of supplies. You're just plain out of supplies. The supply depot here has finished and starting to generate its 20k supply per turn or whatever it is. 12k, it's not a lot even. But with the supply stores of each of these battles being like 15k, it's going to take 5 turns until each the derelict is full. Maybe this one received some supplies this turn. I'm not sure how it prioritizes what ships to send supplies to, so I'm just going to hope that next turn these two are going to get some. For the moment, then stay where you're at. Nothing else, you can drag them over here or send a supply ship to take care of them. If you build a supply ship, it will get built with supplies, which is fortunate. That refit also did not go through this turn, so now 352, please. You do no longer need to attack those coordinates. You can now attack seek that drone. I'm launching these fighters here. I could probably do the same in the same turn now. I could also send some of these 15 speed drones after you. We can take care of you immediately. And then I'm going to give this drone an order to also head there. Just so it doesn't stop moving midway during the turn. Alright. This 60-foot room group here is more relevant. I'm going to try and keep that outside of this range if he moves again. Or you stay there. Try to approach the waypoint from that place. Okay. Use another waypoint over there. Okay, we need to replace that one with this, because it needs to go around an asteroid belt over there. That's fine. Actually, later in the turn, this thing should be done, but if a 15 speed drone can't catch it, honestly, just don't move to the warp point, just stay somewhere here. You might decide to move this thing up towards this warp point as well to keep an eye on this. Can he see both 2, 3, 4, 5? If he stays there on this planet or somewhere here, you can probably keep an eye on both warp points. Oh well. You go towards waypoint 2. You stay where you're at. Or repair yourself there, whatever. Just one drone. You already have orders. Vicinius over here, right? You loaded up some Romulans. There's still some Romulans left. We can recycle those. And now we have a big ass farming colony to fill up with more farms. Queue them all up individually. Secret police at the bottom. Slurpy's already happy on this place, despite its relative unpleasantness. Well, the organics farms are not going to produce that much pollution. Alright. You are going to drop Romulan pop. And then you're going to go. Let's come backside. Then you're going to go take care of these 3 extra oxygen planets. Transfer cargo. I have these many Slopanor here, 10. Go drop 3 on that world. But load all the Romulans again that you can fit. Drop all the Romulans in that place. You don't need to move that order. That's just going to waste a movement point. Drop the slopper, load all the Romulans you can, drop all the Romulans over there. Go there, drop 4 slopper on that ring planet. Load Romulans, remove the extraneous move order, drop all the Romulans on that no Atmo planet yet again. I move there and drop the remainder of your slopes. I already received migration in that place. Right. Actually, you can go move there and load up some more then. Including the remainder of the Romulans, which you can drop again there. Yep, that's it. I'm going to take a little more than a turn by the looks of it. Looks like there's a 1 overlaid with the 0. Okay, you need to repair yourself. You can go to waypoint 1. You can go to waypoint 1. You can go to waypoint 1. You are at waypoint 2. That's even better than waypoint 1. You're just regular combat drones. Bunch of Piuses each. Join the drone group. It's a party over here. Alright, I have the Deredex to join this fleet now. Actually, let's just turn the Deredex into its own task group. Although all these ships can stay what they are at. Those drone groups are probably going to be bigger than what the formation can handle by now. Formation can handle common types. Formation Flying M can handle 15 units. There's more than 15 groups in there now. Or suitable up to 21 units. Big ones can do 59. But the big ones also have a space between each of these. Alright, Flying V. Ella this after all. There you go. Tier 5, you can stay where you're at. I'll just give you an immediate join attack fleet order. You have a special order. It's a shortcut for this. Control V. Paste into a fleet. You're not going to join the first task group, so I'm not going to give that order to you. But I'm going to give that order to you. You're going to try and not get seen by that thing. There's a Gomez here, wasn't he inside last turn as well? Yeah, he's just idling there. Did he forget to give this an order? Did he see in Sim that he probably can't attack this place with 5 weapon platforms? Who knows? Next thing I wanted to build here is space docks. I captured some Rads facilities here. I don't have a space port though, so that's of relative low value for me right now. Space at 5 don't need to immediately upgrade this. It's fine. Alright, who else wants orders? You do. You know what, you just go ahead and move yourself there slowly. Because you're going to be dependent on supply once you repair. These that have 1 move or just stay where you're at. You're fully refitted to 14s here. Temperature Rock 7, more colony ships. For a small or huge methane world. And you do not need to load population. Could have them load population from here if I build them here, I suppose. I would not want to interrupt the Rads extraction right now. You are going to stay here. You are on slow build already, good. More drones. More drones. More drones. What's one of those repair drones? Are we building any more of those? No, apparently not. At the Deredex. Drones. Drones. At the Deredex. The scout here can remain where it is. The Deredex that is out of supplies. Stay there and await further orders. You have a resupply depot here as well, and you're also out of supplies. I might just need to face the fact that I'm going to have to build more resupply depots at some point in time. At least another one here. Oh, right. You are a non-breather. I mean, I guess I can knock over the value improvement plan, it's not that important. It's just a level 1 after all. Nova Hawk, you're in this fleet then, aren't you? You're not gonna show up now anymore. Okay, you can't move anyway. Hawk, did we not give you orders? Stay where you're at, please. I wonder if he has enough in place now to engage us. You can't actually reach this, can you? Oh, I can't see. If I move this off, this waypoint, yeah, it's a 1 there, so you will not be able to move there this turn anyway. So we're going to see if the E attack into this or not. We have a drone group that is just about as strong right behind it, so I'm not terribly worried about the E pushing through here. We have a bunch of warships here, but they are all still 10, 12. The Derelicts are all still in refit hell. Okay. Nothing else wants orders anymore. There's a bunch of stuff that wants construction orders, but none of these have shipyards except for these construction ships, which we've already taken care of. Otherwise, I would show up if we tap through our ships, so this is fine. And now we're faced with the reality that we don't have quite enough Rads as what we need. I'm going to be spending more than the difference between this and refits this turn. We are spending 11k on minerals on refits, maybe a little bit more from refits that didn't get finished last turn. We are losing plus 19k twice to gifts this turn, which means we still have 5k minerals in storage. That should be a sufficient buffer so that nobody gets antimatter gifts. I did not gift away any more Rads, I'm pretty sure. Okay. We already took care of our research. I'm a little bit disappointed that diplomacy did not end up being that great a boon. I'm going to talk with Quack about it, see what he thinks about the situation with the reduced income making this tech less valuable now. Maybe we should still get it just so we can increase our income. I'm going to need to shift my research to increase my income probably before I'm finished attacking centralized computer systems. Okay, I'm going to skip out on attacking education any further. I want to get one more level of diplomacy since 6k is honestly not that much. That's 21% of my research. Well, and then the real achievements we're going to get is logistics and shit. We could also do that now. Get just one level of logistics up. It's gonna take up a little while until that stuff transfers over to my allies as well. So we might as well get one level of all these logistics, all these cultural texts per turn if we're going to do them. Yeah. All right. It's unusual for me to spread my research around 5 technologies in a turn. I usually research one thing with 100% until it's done and then go to the next one with 100% instead of spreading 10% into various things, which is more like the approach the AI takes. But the idea is to generally just get a level of everything of this. Okay. Is there anything else left to do? Yes, we need to go and increase our rat production. So let's go list our planets and sort them by rats value. Also gonna have to check if there are any rats planets that are not fully equipped to produce rats. There's some research centers left on any planets that could produce them. The resource colony over here, that is atmosphere converting. Refining colony here is also atmosphere converting. And you are fully this way. Could knock over your value improvement plant. Let's go do that. No, it's gonna be a couple turns until that the Derricks finish. I'm not going to cancel the Derricks. Look at the view again. Actually, I'm still just seeing an allied chat. While the list was loading, I was looking at allied chat. Mystic, the Twilight Empire, is also losing 14k rats per turn. He still has a bunch of storage though, but he's going to run out in 3 turns at the current rate. Okay, then I have a bunch of mining and refining colonies. Replacing that miner with a refiner is an obvious thing to do. Oh, it's the same place. Idiot. It's also not going to get anything done this turn or this next turn yet. Okay, that is this one. Tax rec, mining and refining. We have 2 value improvement plans. We do now not need the value to be improved. We now need value. Of course, you're also building something. Whatever, just knock over both. It's snoozy waiting for these lists to load every time. Find a colony, you look like you are fully equipped. Fully armed and operational mining station. There's a U. Resource colony, but you're fully spec for rats since you're better at them. Find a colony in Rollo. Yeah, eventually you're going to be refining, and somebody's going to have to be a spaceport for you, but that's not going to happen anytime soon either. This place, yep, this one is going to go up soon. It's just a regular growth. We can respec you. You have 154% refining mining value. We could respec you. Are you building anything at the current? No. Alright, let's go respec this. Let's keep the value improvement plan because it's funny to have values over 150%. Could e-build this if I cared to. I think a part of the problem is that Rads facilities cost more Rads to construct. See, a miner costs 360, 130, a Rads facility costs 340, 210. So you use more Rads to increase your Rads, unfortunately. It's a relatively small effect though. Farming and refining, but this one is all farming, all refining, no farming. It is a resource colony here. Methane breathers. Looks like I just never queued up anything. Oh, I did queue up anything. Yeah, but you're going to be rats rather than farms. Sorry. I'm also going to need extra organics in the future. But organics are easier to come by than rats. Go. Respect that thing's construction. There's this one. Nice thing is if you go ahead and delete some extra facilities that you were respeccing, you're getting some resources back. I'm over 10k now again. You look like you are already mining at full capacity, refining at full capacity. Could knock over the value improvement plan in this world. Not building anything, so let's do that. Rats, please. That was this one. So we just respect. Farming and refining. So it's not building anything except mines. It's designated for farming and refining, and yet what it is doing is mining. Mining and refining. You are doing all the mining and none of the refining. Could respec a couple of these. Just go delete 2 mines. Build 2 ads facilities. That can start immediately, so and one of these is going to finish next turn already. That was what? Difter planet? Difter, this one. Resource colony, here you are already spec'd rads. And you're building way more, okay. Refining colony, that is an Atmo plant. Refining colony. Research compound, here's the first research compound. Anodyne 4 is the best research compound, or the best rads valued research compound we have available. How about you go ahead, there's a very improved plan too, and delete all your research centers and instead build rads facilities. Or just build a research directorate here, or the directorate can stay. But we're going to respec this for rads world. Deleting all the level 3 research centers is going to give us some nice extra rads as well. I mean 36%, it's not that many. At the numbers we need, it's not that many anymore. Okay, delete all those. I need to look at my research again after this. Okay. Yeah, refining colony. Good, let's look at our research. Nothing is gone down to take 2 turns. Okay. It's the first planet actually respec and not just a minor optimization. And the next one over here is a 129% research compound in Knoglum. Respec this. I think respecking these 2 planets is going to be fine. So the research center under construction too. I have no need to really kill the research centers that are already on the world, since it's going to take forever for this to fill up, but I'm not going to remember to remove the remaining 3 research centers on this world if I don't kill them now. So let's do that. Take that little bit of inefficiency. So we don't have to micro this anymore or remember this in the future. Alright. Nothing went to 2 turns. It's this, is 29k3. I'm not sure if this even updates live. I'll delete another research center and find out. Okay, that was enough respecking these 2 worlds, and the other optimizations we have are going to be fine, I believe. Right, then, is there anything else I wanted to do? I can look into giving more resource gifts to my allies. Right now, I'm going to be like 5k, maybe a little bit more left in the bank this turn. I'm going to just give a conservative 10k mineral gift to both of them. A collective, didn't accidentally gift it to the enemy. Slurpy Raiders, resources, minerals, shift, click this. There you go. Alright, that's it. Save the game. String theory safe. And halogen.